Is a 1969 Dodge Coronet 440, and today on the Car Czar, I'm going to show you all around and check out this beautiful time capsule with only 50,000 original miles. I hope you guys like this ride along. So, 1969 Dodge Coronet 440. It's a Mopar B body. 1968 to 1970 is the same basic design with definitely some variations every year. Shared the platform with the Dodge Charger. Here's my dog Oreo. It shared the platform with the Dodge Charger, Plymouth Satellite, GTX, Roadrunner, the Super B. They all shared the same basic platform with a lot of similar styling cues, but I'll show you a few differences as we walk around. This car, like I said, is an all-original 50,000 mile survivor car. It's never been repainted. It is a second owner car. The original owner passed away around 25 years ago, and a friend of mine bought it, and he's had it ever since. It's absolutely beautiful, and let's do a little walk around of this thing. So here we are at the front end of the 69 Dodge Coronet. You will notice in the grille, it does say 500. I believe the current owner probably put that on there. Does not belong. This is not a 500. And personally, I think it'd look better without that, but it's not my car, so I'm not one to say. Very nice, kind of squared off front end. These B bodies, they all had this beautiful Coke bottle styling. You'll notice the rear end, it really it flares out at the back there. Really wide wheel wells and kind of a short deck lid in the back with kind of long, kind of sloping front end on the front, and then it's kind of squared off. Really good design. It's got the classic Magnum 500 wheels. Very, just looks like a muscle car. It has a green on green, this kind of like deep forest green with this almost like gator skin vinyl top. Some people like vinyl, some don't. There's our old Dodge emblem. What do they call that? I think it's like a fret zog, I believe is the technical term. Now here's where some of the B-bodies differentiate. This back glass. You notice the Coronet has kind of this swerving back glass, and I believe it shared that with like Satellites and Roadrunners. The Charger had more of like the tunnel back with like a flatter rear glass. Very wide wheel wells. You notice the wheels are inset really far. You could fit some really wide tires in these wheel wells. Nice little like side strakes on the rear quarter panel. 69 would have rectangle side marker lights. 68, they would all be round. You can identify a 68 Mopar, any 68 Mopar, by round side markers. 69 and later all had rectangle. And I like the rear deck lid. It almost has a little bit of like a factory spoiler. It kind of slopes up ever slightly. Very nice looking rear end on this thing. Nice looking taillights, dual exhaust. I believe those are Roadrunner tips on this thing actually. Could be wrong. Then on the front, we have these are our turn signal indicators. I'll show you when we drive along. These actually light up as you drive along. No hood scoops, nothing like that, but the hood does recess. And the Coronet, the Super B, they have like kind of like an up. Let's see if I can kind of show you. The front end it swoops up a little bit on the outer edge. It's not completely squared off on the front. Nice looking front end. And you can see the lights, parking lamps, and headlights. Here's our interior of the 69 Dodge. Bench seat car, kind of bare bones, no options, but it's in beautiful condition. There's a lot of sand on the carpet because my parking lot's really sandy. Very nice car, no cracks in the dash pad. 50,000 original miles. All interior lights work, windows are good. Doors shut, very nice. Here to open the hood, you have a latch here. On these old cars, there's no latch on the interior, but it's a double safety latch, so you flick that once, and then just pull up. And there we have the mighty 2-barrel 318. Definitely no barnstormer, but runs good. 3-speed automatic, goes down the road just fine. Is high compression, so it's peppy, but definitely not a powerhouse. She ain't no Hemi, that's for sure. Well, that's enough of looking at it. How about we take this damn thing down the road and see how she drives. Let's go for a ride. You could hear that distinctive Chrysler starter sound. Now let's take her out on the highway and see how she does. Alright, here we are driving the 69 Dodge Coronet 440. Here you can see it's 50,000 original miles. This interior is perfect. We got a spotless dash pad. Seats, spotless. Everything's in perfect shape on this car. We're driving the 69 Dodge Coronet 440. You can hear that 318 just rumbling through the dual exhaust system. It actually sounds really good, and it is a high compression 318, so it's not a total turd. It's very responsive. Acceleration it's not fast, but it's brisk enough. This thing is as close as I can imagine a brand new 69 Dodge Coronet would be. This car is tight in here. I'm sure on the camera there's a decent amount of wind noise, but for an old car, I'm used to driving old cars. I'm used to rotted weather stripping, tons of wind noise through the window. This thing is quiet compared to most of cars of this era. Seats are, well, it's a bench seat car. There's no console, no buckets. Typical Chrysler seats. They're not the most comfortable seats. They're not bad. They're all in really good condition. The stitching's not popping out or anything like that. It's a column shift car, no floor shift, a 3-speed automatic, and it just goes down the road so nice. It's very comfortable. Just a very nice place to be. You notice this is a 69 Dodge, and this is a little nerd fact, but in 69 it was required to have headrests on the seat. This particular car does not have those headrests, which leads us to believe that this is a really early 69 production car that got leftover 1968 seats. No problem there. Personally, I think the 68 seats look a little better. It'd be way cooler with a floor shift and a console, but this is kind of just your run-of-the-mill 2-door Dodge of the era. This was not an extravagant car. It's not a Charger or a Coronet RT or something like that. The story goes, it was a little old lady in Pittsburgh that owned this car. She was a doctor, you know, little old lady only driven on Sundays, but that very well may have been true with only 50,000 original miles. He said 20-some years ago when he bought this, it had only 30,000 miles. So this is a 2-owner car, and that little old lady drove this thing year-round. So he said when he bought it, it was on snow tires with studs. It was driven in the winter. You know, it was just an average car. Nothing extravagant. I mean, it's, aside from having an 8-track player, it's pretty bare bones. But it's nice. There's no complaints. You know, for an old classic driver, it's hard to beat something like this. This is perfect. These Mopar B bodies are just awesome. I love these cars. Here we'll do a little POV and a little acceleration on that mighty 2-barrel 318. Alright, let's go. Holy moly. Uh-oh. Just started bogging a little bit. Yeah, she's not fast. Really goes down the road nice though. It bogged for a split second there. I don't know if you heard that. The cool thing on these Dodges, a lot of them of the era had this. You'll notice when I signal to the right indicator, then the left, they're up on the fender. There's actually no indicator on the dash like on most cars. I kind of think that's a nice touch, especially at night. It really lights up. It's really a neat feature. But driving down the road, one arm on the wheel, arm resting on the window. This is just a great two-door cruiser. You could really eat up some miles in this baby. So yeah, that's driving the 69 Dodge Coronet. Look at this. I got one arm on the seat behind me. The only thing I need is my woman laying by my side. You know, if I had a woman. This is a very comfortable, you know, this was just a used car, you know. People drove these things every single day for so many years, and this thing is just a time capsule to take you back to a different place in time. It's kind of a good feeling, you know, driving down the road right now, you know, 55 miles an hour, and just every average Joe would own a car like this, you know. Most of them are probably 4 doors. This is a 2-door, which is, you know, cool. But it feels good. There's something about Mopar 68 to 70 B bodies are just, they're perfect. I love these cars. Chargers, Roadrunner, GTX, Satellites, you name it. I love them all. They're all, you know, it's all the same chassis, same basic car underneath, and they do drive nice. You know, they are a little bit of boats. These things don't, like I'm on a straight section of road and I'm kind of swerving back and forth. Yeah, she really leans. They don't handle that great, but it's a 60s muscle car. What the hell do you want? These cars weren't made for extreme handling. Just a good old-fashioned cruiser. Well, I hope you guys like this ride along in this 69 Dodge Coronet. It's been really fun making these videos. I hope you guys like, share, subscribe. There'll be a lot more of these to come. The owner of this car, he's got I think like 6 other old Mopars. So actually one of them's on the channel. There's a plum crazy purple Charger with a Daytona wing on it. Go ahead and check out that old video I did a few years back. He's got some really neat cars, and I'll try to post some more of those. So I hope you all enjoyed it. More to come.